Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are back playing City Skylines here on the PlayStation 4. And in the last episode, we really started to expand out. I did a lot of work off camera in between the first and second episode, and we showed off a lot of that. And then we started to improve some of the stuff, work on our industrial zone, and we really expanded over here. This is our newest area, which is really coming along quite nicely. I did leave it running a little bit, try to build up some demand, but it was not building up as much as I hoped over the 20 minutes I had it running. So there's still like a lot of shopping here that just needs to be filled in, and honestly the same over here. Like, this is just not filling in for shopping whatsoever. So we got that as an issue. I do believe, though, that we should probably start putting at least a little bit more housing back over here. So we'll do that. I don't want to go past the train tracks with that. We also have a limited amount that we can do there, as we have a bunch of schools on this road. This is really filling up a lot of our schooling demand. So that's an issue that we have with connecting the roads in. All these roads do connect up to the other side, so if we ever did want to connect it over, but I really kind of like leaving this section as its own little temple area, but we do have a lot of cities sort of encroaching on the area here. But either way, that's a very good start. Water-wise, we already have a pipe running through there, as we did bring water from the top section out to that area, so not so much of a problem, because again, some of it already is going to the temple, so we don't need to pipe as much water in there as normal. But we will go in here and just really paint in a lot more residential. What is this, residential here? No. We're not doing that. We're not doing high density residential on the temple. That is good that did not start developing there. Must have been just from when I did this in like a really massive section. I don't know how that got there. But either way, this is all filled in, so we'll get more residential in that section. Electricity, how's that sort of flowing in here? We do have a connection up here, so we can actually destroy this bit now. Which is good. We'll probably eventually put housing down here at least anyways, so connect that bit in. We do have some cars taking this highway. That seems problematic, because that means that the cars are driving into here just to take this tunnel. Because this tunnel is the one that connects right over there. That's purely just for bringing garbage trucks out here, which we will actually work on getting a little industrial area, probably set up maybe on the side of the train tracks. That could be a good idea. We can also like put a cargo bit there, bring in a train station. That way we can get garbage trucks on the side a little bit easier. So with that, we're actually going to pause. I know in the last episode we built this, but now we're going to tear it out again. Because I'm going to put a better roundabout in, basically. Not a roundabout, but a crossover highway bit. So we'll do that. We'll come here. Or one of these things. So we need to delete that up to there. Yes. Okay. Awesome. So now we just go here. Good thing is not much highway needs to be adjusted with that, honestly. It seems pretty good, so there we go. So when we go to the freeform tool, that makes that just a little bit nicer, so we can start running things again here. And again, the highway will this whole area will start working nicely, and that also gives us again the opportunity to sort of bring in the train station here and start putting in this stuff. So we'll bring in a mini roundabout. It's really all we can do, as we just don't have the space with where the train track is. So we'll do that. It's a very, very small roundabout for sure, but we go here and upgrade it to a highway roundabout. It should work out pretty good. It's just, again, not as big of a circle basically as this one. These are already highway roads, it looks like. So that's good. So the roundabout, I don't want that actually. So there's straight roads. I mean, this is going to be quite a large industrial zone. We do have the demand for it. So it's not like it's not useful in some capacity. Alright, so that's going to be that. So now we can go here into transport. This is a bus station, metro. Cargo train terminal, we will throw right here. And that there is going to be the exit from that. So that will be our cargo train hub. I wonder if we can dam this up. Let's try it. Yes, that is awesome. So that there eventually should back up the water from dipping down as much, I believe. It'll be good. So this here could theoretically be a road. Honestly, we can probably put like some reactors out here or something for more power. See, so now that has stopped dipping down entirely. So that's cool. So we can definitely go out here now to power. So the slope is just too steep for this, I guess. Can we put solar out here? We can do a solar panel, I guess. So that works. That's going to be a little bit more power out in this section. Against services, I think medical services, we can probably drop 2 of those in here. Police station, we'll throw those down. And the fire department, definitely going to be crucial. Honestly, kind of like throughout this whole area. I wouldn't mind just dropping another one there. How is fire coverage in this area in general? It could use a little bit of a boost here for this section, honestly. Down that way, we'll throw another one. How is it out this way? Not brilliant. It's not great in this industrial zone, so... This is definitely not a place that we want there to be bad fire coverage. Because this here is all of our power for the city right there. Definitely not a spot we want to have questionable fire coverage in. Because I mean, we threw down some more, but this is kind of going to power this section. So, you know, within these industrial zones, like, it's definitely lacking. Police coverage out the city, looking very good, though. Not really a problem. Medical, how's medical looking? Good medical coverage throughout the areas that need it. Alright, so... But how is garbage looking? Garbage coverage. It's not necessarily great up on this section. So, and in some of these little bits, it's semi-lacking. It's just that we are producing so much garbage that it's just... Oh, I was gonna say, where the hell are all these trucks just piling in here from? So, essentially, this is gonna be just one big garbage processing section. And now we're gonna go here, click on this, go to upgrade, and upgrade that. Now, we are gonna do something kind of beneficial to this area. And that's going to be... We're going to put a highway ramp at this intersection. So that is exclusively going to be an on-ramp. Hopefully mainly used by these garbage trucks. Alright, so now we go here. We start to lower that down. And it just hopefully gives a place really the garbage trucks can just go from. That's the plan here, is just purely garbage trucks will just head out from there. So let's bring in some water here real quick. Start working on that. Why does it say space is already occupied? I don't know, dude. Alright, so that's going to cover that. Alright, so I do think we can start to pull more water from here, though. Go all the way down the highway, right to there. Start powering these up. And there we go. Sewage output is looking pretty good. I think we can do two more things though, for sure. Start pumping out a little bit more if we have to, because I know that this place is gonna continue to pick up. Good thing is the water has fixed itself from this area from yesterday and is flowing back down. We did have an issue where this is starting to come this way, which we definitely do not want to have happen. So this whole section is just completely nasty. So yeah. But we're getting a lot of stuff sort of sorted with that. How's power looking here, though? Why is it saying it needs power? You literally connected to a power source, dude. Alright, so I kind of just want to go through here, finish up lining this section with roads as well. Alright, I do think that doing... Can we do something like this? Alright, so going across like that. It is completely doable. Alright, why? I don't know, I guess it's on a curve or something? I have no idea. So this definitely does not have pipes underneath all of it. So we can go through and sort that out. Some of it does, as it has taken from where our new pipes are, but there's a good majority of it that is not using the new pipes, so just start to set these in here. Awesome, this is really gonna start looking nice. So let's see if any vehicle currently is using this highway bit. Does not look like it. That is good to see. And so we don't want to use landfill, we want to use an incineration plant. So that bit is too close to the highway. But kind of every spot that we can get it to be, we will get trucks out there. Massive incineration section, basically. So there's going to be an army of garbage trucks just hitting the highway here. And yeah, I'm very hopeful that this will work for now and going forward, but I do definitely have concerns that it could completely just destroy the highway section. I guess we'll see. Because right now, oh my god. Okay. There's definitely an issue with this section. The fact that to enter and exit this area, there's one road. We can definitely look at solutions for that. I definitely think that we can figure something out with that one. So now that it comes here to filling in industry, this entire section just becomes a big industrial zone. Honestly, even over there I'm fine with. And if there's any little bits in here that would like to be industrial, they can be, but this is mostly just garbage output in that section. As you can see, it's a lot of incineration plants. So all that's off the road. Now they're all just clogging up this part of the road, which not many vehicles going that way. It's a lot of cars coming from here. Which again, I do think that there is a way to sort of sort that out. And that could be just by doing that. Like, it does just give cars another potential exit. We'll just see if they choose to use that or not, but there's a large amount of traffic going here. This place is looking insane. So industry has completely the demand for that's been wiped out, which is good. So now we can sort of go here to once again kind of start wiping out abandoned buildings, as we have been for a while. That's sort of our thing that we've been doing here, is just wiping out abandoned buildings. A bunch of buildings that have caught fire in this section and have burned will be deleted. So that landfill site looks like they're full. That's nasty. We got some more residential in here. Awesome. That's what we like to see. We like to see more. Always moving in. So with that, we go here to some of these small roads and just start bringing, once again, more housing to the section here. I think that this is a good amount of air to really start filling in with houses. Can connect up to there, so that will start bringing the connection between these two areas together, because that's the thing, it is supposed to be one giant section, not two kind of disconnected sections. It's just getting housing onto that part. Is not the easiest thing to do. So slope too steep. We have started to sort of sort that out, though. So that's good. This can sort of connect into here. This can connect into here. That cannot connect to that. That cannot connect to there. This can't connect to here, though. Alright, and then what we're going to do is start to bring in more water before we do anything else in this area. We've had a hard time getting garbage removal up here, which is not something that I'm very happy about. That's partially why I did all that garbage truck like stuff just a couple minutes ago. Was like I really wanted to bring more garbage trucks to that section. That's a school there. This building is not a school, so you get to go. That there will also be more housing. And honestly, out on this bit, like, we're not crossing the train track yet. Honestly, just go to there. Like, we'll have the section set up to go to a train track, but my desire to cross the train track and go into that next section is definitely not a high priority on my list. Then the train track's kind of like a good almost cutoff for the section, so once again, just to make a bigger residential section, really. Like, this is ultimately really, really awesome. I don't know if living-wise that's going to be a really fun area to live, but so this is going to be just like, again, another just massive residential zone. Because this could just be a wild place to live. Like, it's a very big city, very big grid, and we still got all this area that I really want to fill in. So, yeah, that's going to be very awesome. Now, the only thing is this is going to be like a buffer, because this here could, like, definitely start messing with this part. So we'll probably have, like, a buffer road here, which will be offices. That will be offices. So, honestly, just to have the zoning for that out of the way. So I remember offices. They shouldn't build offices because that uses the same demand as industrial, but you never know. And there you go, there is a structure being built on it. So this here just start being all residential. Like the entire thing, there's just such a low demand for commercial that there's just absolutely zero need to build any commercial zone. I don't know why, but there's just no need for it. So this road here will be our main road, which goes to there. That's why I stopped, just to sort of ensure that we were getting where I wanted it. So we just start filling in all of this. This is just going to be a massive, massive, massive residential zone. Honestly, I'm very, very concerned about whether or not our road system will be able to handle this big of a city. Because we're already starting to see issues with this area develop as it, is seen kind of up here, like that's developing into a problematic situation for sure. We'll get that to sort of cut over in there, and this can honestly be more commercial, even though I know I said that there wasn't any demand for it. I would like this to be a little bit of a commercial zone. In between the big road there, so. Alright, so we're just going to start painting in the residential that we want. It's a very, very large residential zone, for sure. As is all this area. Very, very much so, just all residents. Resident area, I should say. Looks like a lot of that garbage demand has been handled. But let's see if we can sort of get a little bit more housing sort of working its way down this hill. Yes. There you go. So we did get that to connect up finally. That's awesome. It's gonna make a tunnel if it goes there. That's gonna make a bridge. I don't really want that there. This here is gonna be that. I don't want to take out that power line. As for in this section, honestly, it made a little bit of a bridge, but that's fine. We can sort of work with that. Alright, so now we go here to this. It's not that much more of a residential zone pickup, but, you know, for what it is, it'll be kind of a nice little area probably to live. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it looks with houses on it, but now we need to go to pipes, basically. And there's a large amount of pipes that need to be brought into this area. Honestly, just a massive area of pipes coming into this zone because well, we'll be adding quite a large chunk of housing into this area. So that will become very, very nice. All that just gets pipes because, well, it is. That gets pipes, and then this section is a massive section to add pipes into. Just so to get water to all of our residents, of course, it's going to be quite important. They're not going to be too happy without it. The game is doing its auto-saving. I believe I have an auto-save for every 5 minutes. I believe that's my setting. As you can adjust it, I felt like 5 is probably a good amount of time to have auto-saving on for. Bring in some new pipes here. Alright, so that is all entirely piped in. Still having issues with getting garbage up here, huh? Wild. So here's some houses going into our newer section. Initially, if you remember, this here hill, this little bit was the first section we built in, along with this little bit of the road here, but oh my god. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Okay, yeah, that bridge was not built with the intention of that. Now, I do believe this is a big road all the way through, so we are good. But that was not built with the intention of having that. It was a little temporary road basically that's connected to here. I think it went up to like the top of this hill or something. That was it. It was a little temporary structure. Didn't notice that. I'm glad I did. That should ultimately clear itself up, as it already has a little bit. As for in here, not great, but this is a little bit better than it was. I am very worried about this, how it will handle everything when we get a lot of houses in, but for now, things are working. A little bit of a highway entrance here should help, as will, I believe, probably a highway, not an upgrade, but just a section there should ease that a little bit. And so should that. Now, is that connected in? That is, but only in 2 spots. I think right there's a good connector. Right there is a good connector. And right there. So these things have partially been abandoned. As they did not have power. And this is my issue, so this just needs to like... I don't really want to chop up any of that grid. Because that then should bring power to this little bit down here. It will make up for the fact that we got some abandoned buildings, but there we go. So that will give that once again power, discounted as I destroyed some abandoned buildings. Hopefully nobody's dumb and builds in like bits they shouldn't be before there's power there, but this area is starting to fill out a little bit down in these sections. Industrial zone's starting to fill out a little bit. We have an abandoned structure here as they did not have water. As I didn't really realize that there was the ability for somebody to build there, but there is. Oh, that dam really changed the complexity of this water here. That's wild, because this initially was like a dip down actually, so very, very interesting how that changed that. This is gonna be an insane area. Again, to start abandoning, building, destroying, so that we go through and do on occasion. So there is, again, capacity for the crematoriums. It's just they can't get out fast enough to these areas, it looks like. So, again, we'll just start sending out an army of hearses now onto the streets and get going. Could always use some public transport through these areas, but what's happening here? Because this theoretically connects. Oh, that's interesting. So you have to wait if a train comes by to go through here, huh? Yeah, wow. That is an interesting predicament they have there. I do see at some point we could expand to the side of the train track and I'll just sort of surround this temple with buildings, which could almost look like the modernization of a city. We have an old temple, which then sort of just gets kind of built into the place, which we're going to work on doing that, honestly, at the moment, because we can. Not that I like the temple being here, but you know, if we have to start bringing in new stuff, so it was ultimately going to happen at some point. It just I felt now was that time. As we see the modernization of the area, we see kind of the loss of the uniqueness of that temple. As it just begins to get surrounded by roads, kind of what's happening here is just the growth of the city. When I built this temple down here, I definitely didn't think, oh wow, that's going to become surrounded by buildings in the next episode, but it did. So we will get rid of that, as that's not really something we want to have in the area, is a thing like that. So So now we go back here. Sports arena. And we put the temple back. But I did have to move it slightly back. As it's just what has to happen sometimes, so. We'll just sort of forget that I had to destroy it and just say that the road even upgraded around it. So that's what happened. Everything sort of just changed in the area. And all of a sudden the temple was, not really its own little area anymore. The whole city kind of grew up around it, though, which is quite cool. So that, of course, needs power, which will come eventually. As for over here, we will start to sort of upgrade some of those roads, honestly. They are becoming bigger in that section of the city. That was definitely not what I intended to do, but you know, we did make one section of the road a little bit different. Alright, so that's that. A lot bigger roads in that section. All through here, though, we're getting big roads. This here's going to be like sports center. Sports center. Great. Good job, me. Shout out to Sports Center. Not really. It's a joke. Sports Center's kind of lame. But, this here's gonna be like an entertainment complex more than a sports area. What is that? The Theater of Wonders. So then we can get like an aquarium. Right there. That's looking pretty nice. Okay. That's what is that? Servicing services building, okay. Maybe we'll have a tax office, because, you know, taxes. I want to see what... We can build this now. This is what I wanted. That can go there. So it's a soccer... They're both soccer fields. Oh, well that's kind of like the old one and then we got the new one. That's kind of cool. I kind of want this, like, almost to be in like the heart of one of our cities down here. Like that's way down there. Statue of Industry will go out here in our massive industrial area. What is this? Statue of Shopping. This is supposed to be a shopping area, so we'll put that there. This is a Statue of Wealth. Put that there, kind of in like the middle of our new city. Growing up there. Temple complex. So we'd have a temple down over here. Oh, that is the one. It's the same thing. Winter market. I mean, winter market could probably go right about there. So we'll throw that there. Alright. Cinema. Alright, so we got most of these unique buildings down. Fountain of Life and Death. Put that there. Yeah, so that's all of our unique buildings down right now for what we can do. Are you serious, dude? Like, we have enough garbage output, it's just that, like, we just don't have the infrastructure to go clean up all the garbage. Like, this spot's terrible for garbage. sewage issues? How? How are you having a sewage issue, dude? No idea. Again, garbage. That is bright red for how bad its garbage collecting is. Here's our little town. You can sort of see everything from it, though. That's wild. Again, it's a bunch of abandoned structures throughout all these areas. Not really sure why we're having garbage issues though, because it's a massive garbage output of trucks, so I wonder if they're just not getting there in time to clean it up. Well, you're an idiot for deciding to build here. Leave. Like, come on, dude. What's abandoned in this building? What do you look like, abandoned building? Damn. Unfortunate for you, but... so we do not have demand for anything at the moment. It's just pure, like... everything's gonna keep just building up, basically, at this point. So, this area really has a big garbage problem. I don't know why. Let's see you send out a truck. Let's see where you go. Like, I built this truck here, or this area, with the intention of picking up garbage in this area. Let's see if it just sees that demand and heads this way. One truck did. I believe want to head that way. Let's see where this truck goes. Just following this one garbage truck. Hopefully it turns right and heads out this way. Because one truck did not do it. Alright, so this truck is heading out this way. Which means it is going to go collect garbage at some of these places. Which, I don't really want to have a garbage thing out here, but if it's going to help with the fact that it's just not collecting up garbage in this area, I'll do whatever it has to do. So honestly, the rest of this area can just be commercial. Like, I don't see a problem with that. It's an entertainment commercial type area. So this needs water as well. So you got power, you just need water. Honestly, that can just be commercial as well. I know it's not a great commercial area, but hey, whatever. Alright, so we're gonna go here, fill out some more of that. A little bit more commercial. This whole thing will be good. So we got some crime going on over here, huh? Interesting. Dispatch a police car, get some... There's a crime at a soccer game, bro. Alright, so we got a bunch of stuff really starting to pick up here. Are you serious, dude? Oh, well, I'm a fucking idiot. Obviously, not gonna pick up. Oh my god. Alright, so hopefully that does help with that. Out in this section, has power. We're almost getting power here. Good. Good to see. How's education? Last I checked, we were doing good education-wise, but there's been a lot more residents moving in since then. So we'll start putting down a couple more schools around the area. Just down here, I guess, sort of continue with the fact that this is a massive schooling area in our place. Plus, doing this will help connect through some of the power shortages in this area. Having schools will help it. So that's looking pretty good. Getting garbage in this area is definitely a struggle in this city. Any other issues? Death is a thing in this city. We definitely got capacity for it. For more crematoriums, it's just getting these. Again, it's the same as the garbage. It's like that same concept of like, it's not a problem. It's just the vehicles can't get there. So like, I'm thinking that we got to do something like a one-way highway ramp into that section again from right here. Like, just like bring it up. Bring it out right here. Just, we can get garbage trucks just starting to get into the section a little bit easier, because that's our only way of easing that is if these garbage trucks just start using that road. Like, we'll give it a couple seconds for new ones to sort of start appearing, but they just gotta start heading that way. One's going that way, two's going that way. Like, that's the thing. We just need this truck to go that way too. It did. Awesome. Again, I'm thinking through here we can do some more garbage truck sections, because this just needs to like ease up the area. Really got to ease the amount of garbage in the city. So if it takes 1 million of these incineration plants being in one little spot, I'm fine with it. It's built on a highway section, which does help shoot them out to where they're going anyways. So there will be, again, a massive increase of garbage trucks hitting the streets once again. Again, it's just we don't have enough garbage trucks going out. That's our issue. It's not that we don't have enough processing, but this is the only way I can really think of fixing that issue. It's just by sending out more trucks. Definitely not what I wanted to use this area for. I definitely wanted to use it for like an airport, but we can look at an airport in just a second anyways. I have another, I guess, semi-decent airport location just down the highway a little bit further. We can't seem to be able to do an international airport for some reason, which is fine, I guess. More pipes here going through. So some of this area does have water already, some of it does not. As we connect through pipes to the city. We already got some water in through here as well. They also don't need power because they burn garbage, so they do have power there themselves. So let's see how this looks. Insane amount of trucks pulling out here onto the main road. Our goal here is that we're actually going to do this. Ah, no, I gotta delete that. Game is saving. We're going to put trucks out here instead. Once again, we will go through though and put down some garbage processing. Decent amount, I'd say. The rest of this, I guess, could just be more industrial. It's kind of been our thing, is whatever isn't garbage can be filled in with industrial. As we have through here. A couple industrial buildings, not many, but a few. My only issue is this is very, very close to going over. But it doesn't go that far, so I hope it's not much of a problem. Down here we do have a decent amount of stuff coming in. Some residential, some offices. That does not have any power though, which is fine because we need to put services down here either way, so we can get a service or two down here. That should help with that. Garbage does seem to be eased in this section. We did use our one-way for garbage trucks and that did ease the pressure on that section. Now through here, these are just the buildings I placed down, so there should be no issue with that theoretically. Going up this hill, large amount of cars going up. The shopping area is still not fully done. There's a lot of buildings that got to go in here. A lot of abandoned buildings over here in this industrial zone, but not necessarily a problem to me. Where's our train? Should have a train somewhere. Oh, here does the cargo. How's that doing? Oh. That's why everybody was using this cargo station the second it opened. I never finished the cargo station on the other side. What's the issue here? Abandonment. You got some abandoned industrial buildings in here once again. But this area is insane. The garbage output. Oh my god, there's so many garbage trucks. It is just wild. Holy shit. Okay, so let's go through here. And just once again get rid of some of these abandoned buildings. Area's filling out very, very nicely though. Very happy with that. So, next thing I do want to get is once again another airport. So if I build a road right here, what the hell is that? Oh, this looks different because it's raining. I was like, what is that road, dude? We can get another airport in. Because this is going to be very awesome. Really? Really, dude? So, this is a big road, and then it just gets small. Alright, so I have to go through and put in some more schooling in the area. Damn it. I really made this area super lame to modify, didn't I? So now, once again, now that we've improved the distance of this area, made it a little bit better for connecting to a new area. Because, I mean, we're going to build a massive city out in this section if we're going to do this. Like, that's the plan. Once again, it's just, like, it's not... I mean, we'll go to right here, and then this can almost be... This can be a commercial area. So, the issue with this area is that it's not really great for residential, because this whole area cannot be residential. Like, the noise of that airport will not work. It's just too noisy to do that. So I think what we'll have to do is like a little bit like this area will become I don't know, dude. This is a tough one to figure out how we're gonna organize who goes where and does what, because this is right on an industrial zone. Okay. So like this is commercial. And this being around the airport, this is all going to be offices. Because we just don't have the demand for that much commercial. I think all this can just be office spacing up until about here. Whatever's left will then be residential. Very interesting split up of the area, but it's kind of what we have to do to get it to work. So, once again, I don't believe there'll be any pipes in this section because I had no need to ever run a pipe through here. Alright, so sewage treatment could be better, it looks like, from what I'm seeing from the... What? Oh. Yeah, I was about to say, like, what the hell's happening there, dude? Ooh, sewage is leaking around this corner. That's a problem, because which way does the water go? It seems to mostly flow this way. That's good. Because if the water flowed this way, it would definitely start getting into our area we take water from. That is not something that we want. Alright, so now we go through here. Once again, we'll start getting pipes because that will help with that, honestly. So electricity out here is still connecting up to everything, which is good. So our sewage treatment and our water capacity is good. Again, sewage treatment was just getting down slightly, so I did not need to do that at all. But either way, that's a thing now. Again, I did notice the sewage is starting to run this way, which isn't a problem because we pull water from here and the water goes all this way, and shouldn't be a problem as it will wrap around here and not go up that way. Out here we do have, again, abandonment of buildings. This attributes itself to people just building where there's no power yet. Which I'm not gonna put effort into getting things where they're not gonna put power yet. Like, if you build your building in a spot where you can get power, cool, dude, but don't build it, like, here. Like, all these buildings are gonna become abandoned because they don't have power. They're just all going to just abandon because they're not building in a good area. So, whatever's building in spots that doing that, you're a dummy for that. For power, though, I do want to check that real quick. Power should be able to jump the road maybe here? Not sure yet. But it is jumping the road here, which means it should jump the road over here. And honestly, to find out, No, the medical service did not connect the power across the road, did it? No. That's a problem. Okay. That will be getting power. Again, this whole area will be getting power at some point. But that's that. That's going to be our video today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.